Thank you so much, Gideon, for making the time for this interview. Please tell us a bit about yourself and your journey in Toastmasters.
Thank you, Robert. My name is Gideon Amma. I am from Jupiter Toastmasters Club. I have been a Toastmaster for the past 8 years. I have served in different roles. I've been the president of my club. I've been the VPE of my club. I've been a past area director. And yeah, I've competed in competitions at club level. And I have taken various roles in Toastmasters. And I'm actually the founder of the Icebreaker speech contest as well.
Fantastic. Yeah, maybe you could tell us what the Icebreaker speech contest is.
All right, so the Icebreaker speech contest is a contest that involves icebreaker speeches, and where the winner gets a 1-year sponsorship at Jupiter Toastmasters Club. So that is the idea of the Icebreaker speech contest in short. So it is one of the special sessions. We have a lot of special sessions at Jupiter, so it is one of those. We have other special sessions like the Amharic session. So this is one of those special sessions. So it is not part of the 4 contests that is required by Toastmasters. It is apart from that. It is something that we came up with ourselves. So to elaborate a bit, so first we announced the Icebreaker speech contest. So there would be a lot of applicants. Yeah, it would be this date. It is around 100. So we cannot hold a contest for 100 people. So what we do is we shortlist the 100 people to 7 people, and those 7 contestants will present an icebreaker speech in front of the Jupiter Toastmasters audience. And after that, the winner would be selected. We have judges, and then the winner would be sponsored for a year of membership at our club. So that is how it looks like.
So the target audience is people who are not yet members of Toastmasters?
So the target audience is actually students, university students. That is our target audience. And of course, they should not be a member as well, like you said.
Fantastic. So why did you specifically create this campaign, and why do you continue to have it at your club?
In short, there are 3 reasons that I came up with this idea. The first one is that I loved icebreaker speeches. Everyone loved icebreaker speeches. That was one. The second one was that we wanted to help students, university students, get the Toastmasters experience. That was the second one. And the third one was that it was happened when I was the president of my club, Jupiter, and I wanted to leave a legacy. It is sort of a tradition in Jupiter. We have so many special sessions because of the president comes up with this special idea. Like one example, like I said, is the Amharic session. So what happened was when I was the president, I noticed that there were a bunch of people that come to our sessions, but they never joined. And one time I asked them what the reason was. And most of them said it was because they were students and the membership fee was too much for them as students. So that was part of it. That was when I had the initial part of the idea. And then unrelatedly, like my vice president of education, we were talking about how we love icebreaker speeches. So at a certain time, I came up with this idea: why not hold an icebreaker speech contest, and then why not make the contestants students, and why not sponsor the winner for a year of membership? So that is how it started. So we did it the first time. Like I told you, we shortlisted applicants, and then we held a contest. And then the plan was the club would sponsor the winner. So what actually happened was everyone loved the idea, and we had 7 contestants, the shortlisted ones, the finalists. And what happened was everyone got sponsored. Members were like, we will pitch in with our own money and we will sponsor every contestant because they were impressed actually by the contestants. They were really good. So that is how it happened and that is how it started.
That is an amazing response from the members of your club. Has
Yes.
your club experienced any benefits from having this contest?
Yeah, there are a bunch of benefits. So the first one is that, like I said, everyone loves special sessions. So when we are having the icebreaker speech, the audience tends to be a big audience. Yeah. And that sort of becomes a way to advertise our club. So, oh, this club, last time I went to this club, I saw the icebreaker speech contest. So now I will continue coming to this club. So this is someone who hasn't been to Jupiter before. So something like that, having a big audience, you through word of mouth and like that, you build your popularity. That is one. The second one is we would have talented new members, usually the students that I talked about. The fact that we have them in our club, it is sort of a big plus. Yeah, they are, let's say, excellent Toastmasters. So that is another thing that we got from the Icebreaker speech contest. Yeah, I would say the two.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Where do you usually promote the icebreaker speech contest?
So we promote it usually in Ethiopia. What we do is when we have a session or when we have an area contest or division contests, the main media that we use is usually Telegram. So on Telegram, there are various groups. For example, there is a event group, events in Ethiopia. So on that group, we promote it. There are various groups for various Toastmasters clubs, Jupiter, Blue Nile, Imperial. We promote it on that as well, on those as well. And we also promote the contest on social media like Instagram, Facebook. We do that. Maybe what makes it different is that we have to promote it twice. First, when we are initially accepting applicants, that's the first time. So there will be around 100 people, like I said. And the second time, after we have shortlisted the finalists, we have to promote it again. This time it would be the actual event where people come to our club and see the finalists giving their speeches. So yeah.
Great. I think maybe you might have touched on this, but how do you know that the contest is successful, or how do you measure the success of this contest or campaign?
Yeah, so you're right. I've talked a bit about it before. So the first one is that whenever we have this event, the audience tends to be big. Around 90 people, 100 people come to attend our session. So it is every time. So it started in 2018. We have held it almost every year since then. So that would be around 5 times, yeah, 6 times. So whenever that happens, there is a big audience. So that tells you that people are interested. So I feel like that is one way of measuring that it is successful. The second one is that every year the number of applicants grows. So now, like I said, it is around 100, 150. The initial number of applicants, when we started, it was around 20. So every year the number keeps on growing. That means that people, at least the applicants, are interested in the idea. And the third one is the number of sponsors. Actually, the idea was that this club will sponsor the winner. But as it turns out, the first time it was, I think it was 2 people, or maybe it was one person that said, I will sponsor everyone else besides the winner. But now we have around 5 or 6 members willing to pitch in to sponsor. So it has become a tradition, sponsoring the non-winners, the runner-ups. It has become a tradition. So to sponsor those people, the number of sponsors has also grown. And maybe one last thing is that other clubs in Ethiopia have started adopting it in one shape, form, or another. They have started doing this icebreaker speech contest, and I feel that that is also another measure of success.
Absolutely. And I think finally, who are usually involved in planning this event, in the running of it, in the preparations and everything?
So usually it is the exco of the club that handles the logistics of the competition. Yeah. But of course, the exco alone cannot pull it off. The reason is, for example, we would require mentors. So because, like you said, the contestants, the ones that get shortlisted, they are not Toastmasters. So most of them do not know the protocols of Toastmasters and how to give an icebreaker speech. They don't know that. So every contestant would be assigned a mentor. And for that, usually the exco will look for help amongst the members of the club, and whoever is willing would be assigned as a mentor, which is not actually that hard. We just tell them what the icebreaker speech is, not a very difficult concept to grasp your head around. Besides that, so the first time we held the session, we came up with a certain criteria to shortlist the contestants, the first applicant signing. So for that, we have this loose, for example, you have to submit an essay of why you want to join Toastmasters, Jupiter Toastmasters. That is one question that we had.
Mhm.
And after the second time, the third time, the fourth time the competition was held, the presidents came up with other criteria, other ways of modifying the essay questions, like adding another question to make it easier to shortlist the applicants. And another thing is the criteria as well. So the person that comes up with the essay questions, that is one role that would be taken by probably the president or the VP. And also the criteria to shortlist the contestants. Again, this was a bit loose first time. The only criteria was that you have to be a student. Now that this is one role that you take, they take to come up with another criteria to shortlist, because the number keeps on growing. The second one is, like I said it before, it is the mentors. That is the roles that are taken. The other one is the contest chair. It's like any other contest at Toastmasters. So there will be a contest chair. There will be judges. So these are other roles. And the final one, I mentioned it before, it is the sponsors. Yeah, we can consider that as a role as well.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much. It is an amazing thing that you created. You've definitely left a great legacy in your club, and I hope that the work that you've done in service for the members of Toastmasters in Ethiopia is going to be reflected by members of Toastmasters in other countries. Thank you so much for making the time for this.
Thank you, Robert.